All right, I'm trying to build a walking machine, so I've sourced this 3 horsepower Harbor Freight engine and a centrifugal clutch. I've got a jack shaft that I sourced on Amazon. I'll leave links to everything here. I'm going to replace this pulley with a 48 tooth sprocket, and this is the transaxle that I locked. I locked the differential on this, and I have that in another video on my channel. But anyways, I'm going to mount this here, change this to a sprocket, have teeth coming across here, the chain teeth coming around here, going over to this. This will be raised up a little higher than where it's at, and this is just a mock-up. It's up on wood blocks right now, just measuring. And then there'll be a frame that comes up over here and back down over this transaxle. But I'll have that in other videos as I progress through this. Well, it'll probably be attached to this video. All right, to make the stride and to figure out what kind of stride this walking machine was going to have, I mocked up how I was going to do the legs. And anyways, you can see on the floor, there's pencil mark here, various ones tracked through here, because you can see all the holes that I drilled in this wood mock-up, and that allowed me to find the best configuration to have the stride I needed to stay underneath the machine. And so this would have been the pivot point for the transaxle, and this is the pivot point for the guide arm, and then these are the legs, or part of the leg, one side. I'll have the opposite on the other side of the machine. But you can see the strides where it was laid out and how many different times I tried this to get the best stride out of here, so the stride stays under the machine and holds all the weight up and picks up off the ground. The feet will have to pick up off the ground and then push along and lift up. And these things will be 180 degrees out of phase, the right side to the left side. And that's why I needed the locker. If I tried this without the locker, well, if it was a differential, it wouldn't work with this transaxle. So as soon as one leg lifted up, the differential will push on the leg that has the least resistance, and then the two legs would be out of sync. And I got to keep them 180 degrees apart. So that's why I locked the transaxle. So anyways, hold on. Okay, this is the wheel. I used my plasma cutter to cut the hub out of it. And that's it right there. I'm going to use that hub, the actual hub that was used on the transaxle, to attach the control arm for the walking machine. So I just cut it right out of the wheel. Well, before I get too far on this, this is the walking machine. This is that transaxle that I locked. And anyways, what I've done is this is going to get cut off right here, even with this, and then I'll weld this on. It'll all be in one piece. And this is called a crank and rocker mechanism. So this being the crank, it's going to go in 360 degree turns, and then this is the rocker. I'll be welding this piece on here, and it'll just rocking back and forth. I've got the engine mounted in this frame that I made, and anyways, I got the jack shaft in, the chains are cut, and changed out the pulley that was on here originally, and got an adapter and welded the sprocket to the adapter. So it's all chain drive, nothing really to break there. And well, this is pretty much it. Let me see how I bolted in the transaxle, and then welded in the jack shaft with an adjustment. It slides back and forth so I can tighten the chain here. And also the engine is on slots, so I can tighten up over here and then adjust this so that this jack shaft is straight, and then push the engine forward or backwards in order to adjust the chain tension on it. Anyways, what I used here for the rocker, this is a spindle from a lawnmower. It's the deck spindle for the blades, and I just welded a pipe onto it so that that matches this, which is a bearing housing, and these are the bearings that are going to go in it. And all this is going to be have bearings to ease the turning. This will be a rocker. It's just going to go rocking back and forth. And then the legs will be attached to this mechanism. So just wanted to show the progress on this. Also, I have a spindle on the other side and other pieces that are going to get welded onto the other side for the crank and rocker mechanism, so I can make this machine walk. Okay, I've finished the legs on this, and anyways, I'm gonna fire this thing up for the first time and see how the mechanism works. But as you can see, these are the legs. This is the transaxle, jack shaft, passing power back and forth. Got a little engine here. And let me see if I can fire this thing up. It's brand new. Just put gas in it. Hold on, let me shut it down. Wide open. Now I've got gears on this. I've got 5 forward gears. I think I got it in 5th gear right now. But I can slow it down and speed it up, and also have the throttle control it. But as you can see, she almost jumped off the table, but table, it's a cart. But anyways, this is the walking machine prototype, and I've got, well, a little bit more work to do. I'm going to put the steering on here. This thing's going to be pulling a chariot, and I've got to put feet on it over here. That's the ankle, but I'm gonna put some feet on it, and well, shoot. Once I get the chariot built, I got some wheels over here for that, and this pipe over here is part of the chariot. But that's my next part. See you in a few.